So when I say I never let anyone write my story, it's just like, okay, whatever the circumstance is gonna be, I'm gonna make the most of it. You know, I went undrafted. Like, okay.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with your girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen. Listen, we're going to be shaking back on tonight's show through the eyes of the NFL moms. I am so excited about tonight. You just don't even, oh my God, I'm so excited. We have some guests in the house. We have someone who's coming back with us before you all. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in here with us at It Had to Happen. So without further ado, I'm going to grace you guys. I'm going to bless you guys with some beauty in the house. How about that? I'm going to bring on my old school sissy right here, Sissy Sandra Perryman. Welcome. Also, we have an old head as well, Melissa Phillips.
Hello,
welcome. And then I have my great friend, Mr. Epting. Welcome. And the beautiful Brandee Guyton. I hope I said that right. Welcome, everyone. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
I am so very excited.
So, okay, this is what we're going to do. Brandee, can we hear you? You can hear
Yeah,
us?
super excited. Sorry it took me a minute.
No
I'm
problem.
here.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go and each person is going to introduce themselves. After the introduction, we're going to go ahead and let Mr. Epting, he's going to kind of like throw some questions at us on tonight. How about that? Are you ready, ladies?
I'm ready.
All right, starting with you, Sissy Sand.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sandra Perryman. I'm the mother of pro linebacker Denzel Perryman, Houston Texans, number 6. Go Texans.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Phillips. I am the mother of Lynn Bowden Jr. He's currently with the New Orleans Saints, and his number is 5. He's a slot receiver.
Brandee.
Good evening. I'm Brandee Guyton. I am the mother of Jalen Guyton, number 15, wide receiver with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mr. Epting.
And I am Willie Epting Jr. I am the CEO and creator of the Shakeback Media Group. Man, I'm so very excited and I'm not an NFL mom, nor do I have a son that plays in NFL. But the real moms of the Shield that is part of the SBMG group, Brandee Guyton is one of the stars along with Jennifer Coney Shepherd. Jennifer's son, and she couldn't be with us, unfortunately, for this episode, but her son is edge rusher Rashawn Gary for the Green Bay Packers. So, ladies, thank you for having us. And Erica, you've said it so many times, not in our time, but in God's time. And here we are.
Amen. And I am Erica Wilson, the mother of the Allen Hearns. He played with the Jacksonville Jaguars, boop, boop, y'all see it, as well as the Dallas Cowboys, as well as the Miami Dolphins, which is my hometown. And I am the host of It Had to Happen. Listen, when I say we have a show for you guys on tonight, we have a show for you all on tonight. But I don't want to start the show. This is how I want to start the show, rather. Let me go ahead and just set something up really quick for my girl. Are you ready? Is everybody ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's go. It may cut some of us out, but here we go.
Hey.
Happy birthday to my sissy and happy anniversary to my sissy and bro, the Perrymans.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
before we get started, to see if anyone wants to sow a seed into your birthday or your anniversary, a love seed, please tell us how we can do so.
You can Zelle at 10kcreations@gmail.com. Oh, I'm so excited.
Repeat it one more time, Sissy.
It's 10K Creations, the number 10, KKREATIONZ @gmail.com.
All right. So
Thank
listen,
you.
this is a beautiful soul here. Listen, to get a birthday and an anniversary on the same day.
Wow.
I don't know if you feel cheated or not. What do you think?
No. I was asked the question what I wanted for my birthday, and my response was a husband.
Whoa!
Great answer, Sissy. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Sissy.
Oh my God. Let us see happy birthday in the comments. So we also have now Sissy Melissa Berry. You have to introduce yourself, sis.
Hello. I'm Melissa Berry, mom of Damian Berry, wife of Bishop Kenny Berry. You mom, Raven's mom. It's just great to be here. Blessings and favor to everybody. So good to be back in the house.
Yes. All right. So, Sissy Melissa, you wasn't here with us in the beginning. We have Mr. Epting here. Mr. Epting, he's going to throw out some questions at us. And ladies, we're going to have some fun with Mr. Epting so tonight. How about that?
All
right. Let's go.
Well, let me first of all say how much of a pleasure it is and an honor and a privilege to be here with you ladies. This is a tremendous gathering of souls just by spirit and all of that. God knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen, out there watching. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And in case you guys, in case there's anybody out there that doesn't believe him, doesn't mean that he doesn't exist. So you still have time. You still have time to get yourself right. And it doesn't even, you don't have to pay no money to get into the club. You don't have to dance and sing. You don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is confess it with your mouth and believe it in your heart. And you are going to be seen again in the eternal. So I am very, very happy to be here, ladies. So thank you very much. I kind of don't know where to start other than this. My favorite team is the Oakland / Los Angeles / Oakland / Las Vegas Raiders. And there's a mom on this show, on this panel right now, whose son plays for the Chargers, and he's been out for the last Brandee, 10 months or so.
Yeah, he was hurt week 3 last season
with the torn ACL. He's set to come back, or actually he should be coming off the PUP list this afternoon or tomorrow, and he will be back for the Chargers game against the Cowboys. But
beat those Cowboys.
Let's go. Right.
I'm certainly glad he didn't play yesterday, because even though he's my favorite player, he always kills the Raiders. I mean, like no other. So let me get that out the way first. And Sandra, your son was one of my favorite players on my favorite team, and I hate that we had to let him go, but I understand it's a business and all of that. So yeah, and then Erica, your son, his story is nothing short of remarkable with that injury that he sustained. He was easily, in my opinion, one of the better receivers in the league when he was at his prime. Down in Jacksonville with Allen Robinson, and they were the Allens brothers. And so yeah, I appreciate all of that. And ladies, your sons that may not be household names, let's just put the word yet behind it. Let's put the word yet behind it.
That's right.
All right, so I got some questions, I guess. I got kind of put on the spot, but it's all good. It's all good. My wife told me to use the gift that God gave me, which is being able to run my mouth. So here we go. The first question I have is for Brandee, and she already knows the answer because she's been asked the question many times already. Brandee, we just talked about Jalen being out for an extended period of time. He's set to come back. When the injury happened back in week whatever it was, I think it was week 3. Okay, week 3 against the
Jaguars.
Yeah, it was against
The
the Jaguars.
Yeah.
So Erica, it's your fault. No, I'm just playing.
Not so.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, and you were at the game, is that correct, Randy?
Yes,
So
yes.
tell everybody out there that's watching and the moms that are on the panel, what was going through your heart and your mind when you saw your baby go down like that?
Yeah. First of all, it was an absolute nightmare of a game, and not in the Chargers' favor. It was horrific. We were just absolutely playing awful. So there's that part. First, you know how that feels as a mom. You're like, what is going on? Anyway, he ends up catching the longest catch of the game, even though we lost. It was a miserable game. He ended up having the most yards per catch that game because he ended up catching a really long, like 65-yard pass. He got tackled, no touchdown. And then the next time they went to him in the end zone, he jumped up to catch the ball, and he came down and he knew he wasn't good. He didn't I think he was out of bounds or didn't catch it. I don't know. It wouldn't have mattered for that game because we were that far behind. So I'll just throw that out there too. And yeah, so he came down and he didn't get up. And so I'm like, oh my God, he's hurt, because he usually just pops right up. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's obviously upset because he didn't catch the ball or whatever, but he gets up. And probably that moms, that they get discouraged, but they pop right up. And when they don't pop right up, you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? And he was holding his knee. And so they had to go and help him off the field. He said he knew when he jumped up, something didn't feel right. Something popped, something gave way. But anyway, yeah, he tore his ACL. And once he was actually seen, seen by the doctor, I think they did some MCL repair and a little bit of cleaning up inside there. So the doctor said he probably had some things going on. And then that's what happened, when he just jumped up and, the wear and tear, I guess. I don't know. I'm not familiar with MCL or knee surgery. Knock on wood. He's never had a broken bone except for freshman year of high school, his collarbone. One pretty significant concussion in college. But other than that, we've never been down that road. So, yeah, so it was scary. It was, heartbreaking and all the things. Immediately tried to see where I could go to see him if he's okay. They got a hold of somebody with the team. They assured me he was fine. It was a knee. They would, MRI the next day, and we would go from there. So just hung through the rest of the miserable game. And then as soon as I could see him afterwards, just talked to him and went from there. So yeah, no fun, but I'm glad I was there. And it's totally a God thing, because I was just like, I think I'll go to the Jacksonville game. It was like one of the first. It wasn't the first home game, but I was like, I haven't seen him play Jacksonville. And it kind of fit with my schedule. So I'm like, I think I'll go out for that game. And thank God I did. And just it's complete God thing, because you know how I don't know. For me, it's like I kind of have to pick and choose which game I'm going to go to. Right. And so it's kind of luck of the draw. Like, that works for my schedule. It doesn't. I don't, whatever. And it just was a God thing that I decided to go to that game. And I'm so glad I was there. I'm glad I was there because, he's never been injured since college and then freshman year of high school. And, it's just, I would never have wanted to watch whatever it was on the field, on TV, like from home, and not knowing, because, I wouldn't have talked to him until the game was over had I not been there. I mean, still didn't get to talk to him, but I knew he was okay. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So just being there was a huge blessing. And then, so yeah, that was a little long-winded, but yeah, it sucks, but I'm glad I was there.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, we're speaking on injuries now, right? And yes. I think all of us here can attest to injuries, right? So I'm glad you asked that question. You started off that way, Mr. Epting, with Brandee, and she's speaking about she never walked through that. So we're going to start with the oldest person in the league first. Not the oldest person, but the seasoned person, which is my sister, Melissa Berry. She was there before us all. So, Sissy Melissa, speaking of injuries, Can you tell us, what that was like for you seeing Damien go down?
Well, for me, it was really hard because I wasn't there. It was a preseason game, and they were in St. Louis, and I was listening to the game, and the announcer was saying that he was carrying the ball, and I heard a very loud clash, and I was like, "Oh my God." And then, the announcer began to say that, it was Damien and he had gotten hurt, but I didn't know the severity of it. And the hardest part for me was not being able to get in contact with anybody. My cousin was on the team, but I still couldn't get in contact with him because he was on the field. And it was a very grueling, I would say probably 3 hours or so. Sure. Before he was actually able to just call me and let me know that, he had sustained an injury. It was a neck injury. He didn't tell me the severity of it until I actually went to Baltimore. And when I went to Baltimore, then he began to say, "Oh, my fingers went numb. I lost feeling in my side. It was a concussion. His neck was injured." It was like a combination of things. And I was like, oh my God, but the Ravens, it was so bad. They didn't want him to fly back with the team. They wanted him to stay in St. Louis, to just, watch him for, a 24-hour period. And he was like adamant, no, I want to get on the plane. I want to go back. So they got it to the point where, okay, you can fly back with the team. So the team kept him at the facility just to monitor him with the trainers and the doctors. They were there until about 6 o'clock that morning. And he stayed there with them. And then, once they got up and he went home, they took him home and he got situated. Then he went back to the facility once he was able to, get in and get some rest. But like I said, my cousin was on the Ravens too. So he made sure he was good, throughout that course of that time while he was going through that injury. But it was really hard because he has never been out. And so he was out the rest of the season because of that neck injury.
Wow. Scary.
My God. So as you can see, football is definitely a contact sport, people. And we've all the mothers here have dealt with one injury or another. So go with you, Sissy Sand. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Oh,
okay, birthday girl.
Okay. I would say Denzel have had quite a few injuries, but the one that bothered me the most was the one where the Raiders played the Steelers, and he had a shoulder injury. I wasn't there at the game, so I had to communicate back and forth, luckily, with one of the coaches. He stayed at the hospital in Pittsburgh and flew out the next day. He had to have surgery, so I flew out. So for me, that was wrecking because I didn't know what type of injury had happened. I didn't know how bad it was until I actually got there. And if I can remember, I'm not sure what all these muscles and ligaments and all of that. I think it was the limbre in his shoulder. All I know, he was in a lot of pain. He didn't want to cry, but I cried because he was in pain. But yeah, it was that particular game for me.
I remember that game.
No, you remember?
We lost. We lost.
Did you hear that? We lost.
Kenny
yes, you did.
Kenny Pickett led a comeback, and the rest of his history. But okay, I digress.
Was he able to play after the injury,
yes, he did.
injury and everything? Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
He was able to play after the injury.
And your son as well with the neck injury?
No, because I advised him after the neck injury that, he was still young, and I really didn't want him to continue after that because he was still having like numbness in his hands. Ooh. Even the second year, he was still having some numbness, and he was having really bad headaches. So thank God he got out. you know, and he's healthy now, so
Right.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I was
Amen.
curious. Yeah, yeah.
Amen. So, Sissy Melissa Phillips.
Well, his injuries have been minor, but we had some difficulties. His second year, he sustained an injury the third preseason game of the year, and he was out the entire season on IR. So it was for a hamstring injury, and because of that, he just missed an entire year. It was about something about the rules and the timing, and if it was longer than 4 or 6 weeks, you could either be cut and released, or you stay on and just sit out the entire year. So he stayed on and sat out the entire year. So he didn't play.
Wow.
You know what? You just told me something. You said if it was a certain amount of time that they could release. I thought they can't release you if you're hurt.
I don't know what the lingo was, but
They can.
Oh, they can?
Wow.
Yeah,
They can do some sort
Especially
of
if
like a
it's preseason.
settlement, release.
Yes.
If you
either
negotiate,
take-
negotiate that.
it's option.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
either you take they release you and you take the settlement injury and the settlement
Separate.
and someone can pick you up, or you just sit it out, or you can stay on, depending on what the team wants to do with you, or you can stay on IR the entire year, get your salary, and just rehab and hope to come back next year and
Thank God they did for your son. They did the same for mine. They kept him on IR, and I was thankful for that because I had no clue because we hadn't been through it. So I'm like, oh my God, what do we, what's going to happen? So.
Wow.
With that, with the IR portion of it, if I'm not mistaken, and ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, the team will still pay a percentage of the player's salary. Is that correct?
It just
I'm not sure, but they do get paid,
And the Buffalo Bills with DeMar Hamlin last year had that same scenario, but they wound up paying his full salary for the year.
Well, it's all in negotiations and what the team wants and what they foresee. Everybody's language. We've had several unique, different experiences, and nobody. Erica tells me all the time I've never heard of. So it's unique. It's case by case, team by team.
Yeah, probably so.
Definitely is. Yeah. Well, Allen had several injuries as well, but the most significant one I would say was when the foot was in the opposite direction at the Cowboys. Thank God, I think only by the grace of God, I was at every game for every injury and was able to get to him right away. So I thank God for that. But the injuries, people, that's a part of football. And it's things like this that we try and bring awareness to on this show that let you ladies know, let everyone know this is not a walk in the park. This is definitely not a walk in the park. This comes with a lot of praying, a lot of crying, a lot of getting together and sharing information and leaning on one another, because this is what we have to do, because we all walk in this walk or have walked this walk. So that's why we're looking through the eyes of the NFL mom, sharing our experiences with you all. The floor is yours, Mr. Epting.
So, and if you don't mind, Erica, I want to just stay on this topic because I have a couple other questions that just continually pop up. Number one is the safety of the players that are in the league. We've seen the rule changes and how they have attempted to make everything more advantageous, even down to the equipment and the technology.
Yeah.
Let me this question is for everybody on the panel. And Erica, you can point to who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and so forth and so on. But I have heard, and actually have been told by some players that they would rather be hit in the knees rather in the head, or be taken out because of a knee injury instead of a head injury.
Absolutely.
Because they were figuring that they could, finesse their way through a head examination and ultimately get back on the field.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thought from a mom's perspective when you hear ex-player, not all players say that, but an ex-player saying this about that particular situation?
I would say I agree. I would rather a knee injury any day versus a head injury. You know, your head is what the body function from, right? So if the head not right, the body is not right. So me per se, I said I agree. And we're gonna go down the line. Sissy saying,
I agree. I would say a knee injury as opposed to a head injury.
Melissa Phillips.
Both can be career ending. You're absolutely right. It starts with the head, but you also need your knees to be able to perform. So luckily we haven't had those issues, but ultimately the head is more of a huge difference. I mean, take a look at Tua and his situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the rules have certainly changed because of his situation. So, yeah, the head is number one, but the knees aren't. I'd rather neither.
And absolutely,
Exactly.
for the long term, I would say knee because that knee could be repaired. You can even get a how they call it?
Prosthesis.
Yeah,
Prosthesis.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But when that head, oh my God. Okay,
And get another brain.
yeah, Melissa.
True. I would say knee because you like Erica said, you can't get another brain. I've gone through the torn ACL and MCL, so I know what the knee injury is like. So but still I can think, I can function, but if something's going on with my brain, I can't function, I can't think, everything is, shut down. I used to have migraines. So when I get a migraine, I don't want to think. So no, I need my brain and I need to be able to function and think clearly.
Yes.
So, and like Melissa was saying about Tua, with all of those. As a parent, I think after the second one, I would be like, baby, nope. Let's just stop this right now, because at the end of the day, I've seen like one of the players that played before my husband from Pahokee, Andre Waters, I don't know if you all know him, but my husband knew him personally, and he took his life because of so many concussions. So it is so, it's serious because he was a safety and he was hitting hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so it got to the point where he just couldn't take it anymore.
I remember Andre Waters played with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I believe the Chicago Bears. And you're right, he used to bring the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, so we have to look at it like that when it comes to those concussions. Even Junior Seau, we have to look at it. It's serious.
Yeah.
And that's why I told my son to stop. It wasn't, it's not worth his life.
Wow. Look at Sissy Melissa from Sam Shields.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, oh my God. It's just scary. It's scary.
Right.
Okay, Brandee.
Yeah, I feel like obviously the head is the most important, and just to kind of take on what you're asking, I don't know. I would assume that the other moms feel the same way. I get so sick of hearing people when you're watching football with somebody or you see them say it online or whatever, that football's just gotten too, they're too soft now and you can't do this. Well, you're not out there and you don't know what it's like, and that's not your child out there or your husband out there or your whatever.
That's right.
So I don't think it's gotten too soft. I mean, thank God for the rule changes. It's still a very brutal sport. I mean, I don't think anybody that says those things would be willing to get out there and get hit blindsided like they want a quarterback like they want to see a quarterback hit nowadays. Like, these people's lives are on the line. They have to be able to function when they are finished. So I'm thankful for the rule changes, and I'm thankful for, our sons and your husbands that have people around them that love them so much to say, you know what? I think you need to hang it up and you can do something else, because your body has got to be able to function. So I would always say, yes, a knee injury over a head injury. And I would say that as well, because these guys are competitors. And Jalen said something to me one time, and I was so mad at him. He had a pretty significant concussion in college. And so, it kept him out a couple of weeks. Thankfully, he was truthful with the staff. On one game, he was actually going to play, and it was really hot. And thank goodness he was truthful and told them that he did not feel right. And that's not like my son at all, but thank God he did, because they kept him out another couple of weeks. And anyway, we were having a conversation about it, and I said, well, that's probably your only concussion, huh? Because I've never heard about it. And he was like, well, I mean, I guess. He said maybe in high school, but I never want to say anything about it. And I'm like, what do you mean you guess? Because they want to get out there. They're competitors, and they think they're so tough. Yeah. And I was so mad at him for that comment. And of course, we can't go back to it, but I was like, are you serious? I was like, I better not ever hear that come out of your mouth again. And one thing that I do ask my son all the time, I ask him where his heart's at and where's your head at. And he knows I'm asking where's your head at is, are you still in it? Do you still love it so much that you want to do it every single day? He also knows I'm asking where's your head at, because I want to know, are you okay? Are you thinking okay? Do you feel normal? Are you feeling all the things? Like, do you feel like Jalen? He knows that question about his head means two things. Are you still 110% in it? And are you still 110% yourself? Mm-hmm. Because when you start to question one of those things, then we need to have a conversation. And he knows I'm always here to talk about that. So I kind of have a lot to say about that whole head thing. Of course, hurt him anywhere else if they need to get hurt, not their head or their neck where they can't move, but
Well, ladies, speaking of what Brandee just said, all of the questions that I have is coming off of Brandee. So speaking of what Brandee just said, seeing those comments, we talk about it all the time, ladies. We see those comments, or maybe you just sitting beside someone at a game or something, and someone is saying, oh, he's always hurt, or, certain things like that. And you hear these things about your child. And I already know what my two sissies is going to say, but just tell me what it is like as a parent, maybe hearing a person say, something negative about your son's injury, or maybe not even about his injury. He should have caught that ball. Oh, he should have tackled that guy. So tell me what that's like, starting with you, Sandra.
It can be challenging because you don't want to get out of character. And as we said last week, we don't 36. 86.
It's 86.
You don't want to get 86. So if they do it one time, I'll let it pass. But to keep repeating and just constantly saying stuff, I think I'll have to say something.
Okay.
I think I'll have to say something.
Melissa?
The old Melissa 6 months ago, I was a different person. I was a little volatile.
Hallelujah.
I was a little volatile, especially towards men more than women. So I encouraged the BS. I wanted all the smoke. I was the mom that's, I'm going to come sit next to you.
Do you want to come to a game with me? I would love this.
Listen, I don't want no problems no more. I'm a better person. I'm striving day to day. I say it with a smile. If you could do it better, why don't you suit up? In fact, in the off season, I'm sure my son will be glad to get some competitive situations going on. I think you should try that. That's the new Melissa.
Ooh, I love that response. I love it.
So Sissy Melissa and Sissy said we have to teach Brandee about the 86-32. Apparently, Brandee, you do not want to get 86-32. Okay.
No.
Denzel said that he will not talk. He will not. Denzel said he will not come and get us. He will not. He'll pretend like he does not know us.
86th out of 32.
Jalen
Okay,
would probably say the same thing. Like, Mom, you better not.
We need to know what that means. Can we know what that means?
Okay.
86 is cut.
32 is the 32 teams where you get your name up and you cannot be anywhere near those facilities, those games. They will keep you out. I think 86 was the jail or something Denzel said or something.
Yeah. 86 means you get kicked out the stadium.
Kicked out, yeah.
No,
all of them.
You're going out. There's no
You
chance.
said all of them. No one. All of them.
All
of them.
You no chance of you coming back in that stadium. No need to say, okay, no. You
go to jail and do not pass go.
So it says Jalen Guyton's mom not allowed in all 32 stadiums.
That's right.
I ain't
or maybe even have your picture up there. See, this lady do not
Brandee gonna have me in jail.
This
no invites from Brandee.
This Shakeback moment is brought to you by It Had to Happen Productions with Erica Wilson. We are very
Brandee, just make sure somebody has some bond money, okay?
I ain't got no record. I don't need one, Brandee. No.
I would just let her. I'm asking her to come so she could do the talk. I'll just sit here. I'll let her do the
what?
talk.
I'm gonna take one for the team. No.
And y'all don't even have the same. Y'all not even on the same team.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I ain't going nowhere with Brandee. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me.
Well, we need to go somewhere together. Come on. I mean, not a game, maybe, but hey.
Okay.
You need to talk to all the college and high school and all the little things. If you see things as a coach, it's an issue. You don't want me to go nowhere with you, Brandee. Not 6 months ago. I'm different now. Now I count to 10 in my head. I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm what you said. I love that you said that you would. I'm sure your son
Brandy's
was
trying
black
to figure this out.
to show. I love what she said because see, I used to not sit by. Luckily, at the games I've been to, mostly Chargers games at home. So I'm wearing my, they know I'm representing 15. Okay. So hopefully they're not stupid enough.
They're stupid.
They are. You're right.
They want to argue with you.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be on TV. They want their 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah. So
I don't wear nothing with my son name on it.
To an Eagles game, and we ended up beating the Eagles, and they were actually okay. We went to the Chiefs 2 years ago, and everybody was fine except for in the stadium, a young group behind us and these ladies in front of us, and they were horrific. Let me tell you, if my daughters hadn't been with me, probably would be on the list and it would have been put in jail because I had it. I was done. But my daughters were with me, and the only saving grace for the people behind us, and they started throwing things, and my friend got on them. She's not related, but the only thing that saved them in our mind is that they were a lot younger, and they were just really, really drunk. And finally, some people in the group realized, and they weren't really heckling us. It was just, I'll take that back. They were, because we were Chargers fans sitting around Chiefs fans, right? And like I'm saying, in my mind, the only thing that saves them a little bit is because they were just so drunk. And then finally the least drunk of the crew decided it might be a good idea that we just go ahead and leave because we were beating them. And them ladies in front, like I said, if it weren't for my daughters, I probably would be on the lists.
You'll be on 86.
And
Brandee, I'm gonna give you my number so you can practice the patience.
And I would be watching every game from home not because I want to, because I have to. So.
I engage with the fans because I'm bored. so my son don't ever have to say that. So I'm on there. I'm just as nice as can be.
Yeah.
But I got all the answers for him.
Y'all,
You're not a part of the problem. If
y'all
you're
know
a
what
part of the problem and not the solution, I think you need to find another thread.
Y'all
I
know what
answer every question.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell y'all what that reminds me of. Have y'all remember? Do y'all remember? Huh?
Quickly, let Missy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you don't want me to answer.
Yes, I do.
To be perfectly honest, my husband is a pastor. I am the only lady, but when it comes to my son, my children, it's just certain things I don't accept. I'll be 86 in 32. I talk to my sissies after the game if it gets to that point. My husband, I'm gonna tell you, my husband is old school UM all the way, trash talking and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was groomed for it, so I was ready. So I didn't take all of that other stuff. You could have said my son's shoes was ugly, so I had something to say about that. It's so crazy. We raised my cousin's son, and we went to his game up in Ohio. He's playing up at a little college up in Ohio. And I looked at my cousin. Her son played with the Ravens when my son was there. And I looked at her, and I was like, oh, Lord, we at it again. Because when we were with the Ravens, we were ready to fight. One man just totally disrespected us. But I'm a lot calmer than she is. And so I told her on Saturday, I was like, look, we're not having this. We're not. We're going to come here. We're going to enjoy this game. And we're going to get out of Ohio, okay? So she kind of laughed. I said, no, we're not doing it. So, that was the old me. It takes a lot more. Like Sissy, Melissa said, it wouldn't even be 6 months. It'll be 6 days. It all depends. So I try hard. I pray hard. Trust me now. I'm praying hard. And my husband prays even harder for me to, babe, don't worry about it.
I'm in the prayer group.
Please.
Yeah.
I got some spray for you.
I carry my oil. I have my oil in my purse.
No, you need to try this from Bath and Body Works. Spray it all day long if you got to. Life is life, and you hear me?
Okay. Yes, it is. God.
And Brandee, don't get no ideas. You asked one Melissa. She said, no, don't listen to Melissa over there. Melissa over there want to go to jail today. Don't, Y'all two, y'all need to put him in between them two. Right now on the panel, we need him to go in between.
They need to be separated, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is
Melissa, that Melissa. Come on, 86 and 32 in 6 days. I got some spray for you.
It all depends on what they said, because boy, it'll take you from 0 to 100 real quick.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
I need to rub your back too.
I don't understand what I did.
What would the grandkids say? What would the grandkids say, Grandma?
Get them, Nana.
I can't even cuss.
Get him, Bella.
I can't even cuss. My grandkids be like, Grandma, did you just say that? Did you?
No,
I'd be like,
I did.
No, Grandma don't talk like that. My grandkids and life has taught me some patience because they hold me accountable. I'm going to rub your back and bring the spray for her. And this one needs to go over there with him in the middle.
Sister Sam is laughing because she is just as bad. She just didn't say
Exactly.
anything.
You
trying to make us look like
Spray you too.
Wait, what wrong? She got that what?
The spray from Bath and Body Works is stress relief. I keep it on deck. You hear me?
I need it for my classroom. My
I
classroom has
spray
me
it all
stressed
day
out.
long. I be at work like, you said do what?
Oh my God, this is
Having whole conversations up here.
Come on, Mr. Epting.
and that's the reason why we would prefer knee injuries over head injuries. This is the reason why. This y'all, the way that y'all are talking as moms, it reminds me of a part of the Kings of Comedy movie that came out years ago when Bernie Mac was talking about the bad kid in class who mama had to come to the school, and you could always tell who mama it was because the kid was acting like they were doing their work.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
That's your mama. That's your mama. All right, ladies, roll. Go ahead, Mama Missy.
I was bad. I was the kid that you talking about. I wasn't smart enough to know that my grandma, because my grandma raised me, I wasn't smart enough to know that grandma is coming up during recess or music or art or something. So I ain't got to worry about the whooping that she talking about giving me in front of the class. But I was bad. I was real bad. Going outside to cuss, practicing cuss words with the other grandma was Pentecostal. I was trying to be like the sinning grandma. Oh, I was bad.
Oh boy. Thank the Lord for redemption.
Yep.
Well, you know,
I don't know nothing about redemption.
I have to follow you. Missy, I have to follow you because I was horrible.
Yeah.
But you know what though? They said whatever you do to your parent,
The kids gonna give it to
your
you.
kids, and
I
more.
don't even want to talk about it.
And it don't come back in the same form, right? You know, it come back in a different form. So y'all listen.
Brandee, your son didn't put you on restriction. I was on restriction for bad behavior in high school.
No, I didn't. See, I didn't until the NFL. I never sat by anybody. When he played little flag football and all the stuff before school, I sat by myself. In high school, sat by myself. College, we sat by ourselves. I do that on purpose because I know, and because I have a big mouth, and like Jalen, you know, he's, you know, as a mom, he's open. What is he looking at? You know, I don't want nobody
Not
mad
you
at
coaching
me.
from the stands.
What is
Was
he
you
looking
coaching
at?
from the
He's
stands?
running wide open down there. So I know, and my husband knows that we have to be over here and everybody else over there because I don't know how to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
So
You were good because I became a coach, so I could be a part of it.
No.
I was a cheerleader coach. Oh, I'm on the sideline.
Well,
Because I need to know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, my husband coached early on before like middle school, high school. You know, he did all the early years.
Oh.
And I knew to stay away because we knew that wasn't going to work.
Missy talking about she got restricted. I got kicked out of a whole county. I
It's that bad.
I couldn't go to Dade or Broward schools. Well, I got kicked out of two. So, yeah.
I just still be apologizing.
Thank God for change. Thank God for change, y'all.
I think it's a single mom thing. I think it's a single mom thing when you playing dual roles. You just got this extra part in you that becomes live.
Oh, I can
and it
see
wants
it.
to say all.
Wait. Somebody said they got my daughter from another says, "Ow, I'm a mix of Brandee and Melissa."
Oh, what a mix! No, you a mixture. Oh, well, so you battling with yourself.
Jeff and I did actually together get kicked out of one football game because I was so irate, and we did. I'm thinking now, and we did get kicked out of one game back in Irving, Texas, long time ago.
You got 86th,
but that was it. Yeah, we got kicked out and made to leave and all the things, and then we waited about a week and we were okay.
She's telling all her secrets.
Well, you already experienced 86-32.
She's telling herself, y'all. Don't believe the hype.
I got a question.
They wanted Jalen back so bad, they decided to forgive mom and dad's behavior. And we came back and we kept it together the rest of the season.
Now listen, she's doing it. Tell all y'all. She was coming to Jesus and wanted me to be the bad guy. But
see, that's what
she really be doing.
Because I might want to bring it back.
Sissy Melissa, you quiet over there now. You the one that heard you way down the
It
field.
be the quiet ones that's the
What?
trouble. It be the quiet ones
It
that's the
is.
trouble. Speak up.
I guess I better start talking there.
Sissy said yes, yes.
Has anyone been escorted out of the stadium by the police?
No.
No.
Okay, then
You don't want the headlines to read. The mother of Lynn Bowden.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I have something so funny to say about that. When COVID year, okay, I was able to go to the game in Miami because they were allowing fans, right? And I was telling Jalen, I'm like, oh my God, there's not going to be very many fans. Like, wow, that's going to be weird. And he said, Mom, do not get famous for something you don't want to be famous for, because you're right. There are not a lot of people in the stands. And I was like, oh my God, I really need to worry about what I'm doing and thinking and saying up there in the stands. And it has stuck with me. So he was good to tell me that year. He said, don't get famous for something you don't want to be famous for.
She got sat down too. See, I told y'all.
I did.
She gonna tell all the secrets. She got some secrets.
Okay, Sissy saying that, but Sissy Melissa, y'all quiet over there.
I know Melissa, the other one, got some secrets because she married to a preacher. And you know how that be.
facts, actual factuals.
No.
So here's another question for you ladies. Well, let me say this. This show has been a revelation for me, for the star of the Real Moms of the Shield, because she's saying some things on this show that she hadn't even said on her own show.
Well, you've never asked.
No, see, y'all know how to bring it out.
You gotta ask.
She need to join this show, and we go come visit her show, and we go do this every week. Because we need to bring all blondes have more fun for a reason.
That's right.
Don't let her fool you. I'm gonna bring it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I love it.
You fool me once, shame on me. You know how that saying goes. All right. Here. Let's get to a little bit of a serious question. When it comes time for roster moves, right? And the teams inform the players to basically turn in the playbook. If that has happened, or when it has happened, or first of all, if it has happened to your son, and when it did happen, what was the vibe like from you to him and from him to you? Erica?
Okay, yes, my son experienced that. But one thing about us, we don't sweat anything. We know that God already have a plan. So when he was released, he was already being set up in his hometown. That's why you got to be careful with saying, I don't ever want to, because he never wanted to play for the Dolphins, and that's our hometown. But that same year he had that injury, excuse me, that same year that he had that injury, he ended up playing. So and getting traded to Miami Dolphins. So he had to go in there and learn the playbook. I remember I was at the hospital, God bless her soul. My best friend, she had passed away now, but she was in the hospital at the time. And I remember getting a call from Drew Rosenhaus saying, we're going to the Dolphins. I didn't know whether to be happy or sad, because I don't have to get out there and play. He have to play. So easy breezy for us.
Sissy Sandra?
Well, he was never released. They just never renewed his contract. So for me, I didn't experience that.
Okay.
Ours was on a Friday right before the first season game. And he left that night by 11 o'clock, and he went to Miami, which was incredible. From the Raiders to Miami. I hung back for a month, and I drove cross country.
Yeah.
A month later, after wrapping up everything, and we stayed there 2.5 years. And I mean, it's a blessing to be a part of the 1%. And good, bad, or ugly, it's a business.
That's right.
If one team you don't fit that scenario or that situation, it's 31 others. It's no different than not having a job at McDonald's. You working at McDonald's and you end up at Wendy's or Burger King.
Right.
It's as long as God is able and you're ready and available and your mentals is right and you got a great support system, you just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And that's all. Our scenarios have been different because of COVID. So just introducing them or telling somebody, they're like, I've never heard of that. But, situations come about and you just gotta, like one of the moms told me when I was a part of PIFMA, she told me that your son needs you to focus. He's working, this is his job. You have to stay focused, stay positive, be that go-to. Right, wrong, or indifferent, just make sure that he knows that this is his job and it's a God-given opportunity for his talent. Right. So I mean, you just roll with the punches. I'm on to the next thing. I'm on where I've been 4 different states in 3.5 years. Yeah, I leave because my grandkids are a priority, and you know what I mean. So I'm hands-on. I'm all in till I ain't. So.
Yeah, and piggybacking off of Melissa, since you remember, I was telling you, like, I never heard of that. So people, they think because you get drafted high, because Lynn was drafted high by the Raiders and then released. I never heard of that. I thought once you was drafted high like that, that's your team.
Right. Yeah. It was unique. A lot of people said they never heard of it that fast, but God had a plan, and I believe every situation that he's placed in provides nothing but growth. Right. So you can look at it awkward or bad or a mishap, but just being able to have the opportunity to do some things or to change your children's life or your mom's life or everybody's life that's in that little small circle. It's incredible. So I just stay positive, pray, I ask for prayers, and we just move on. We go get up and go. I'm gonna drive across the country. So
that's it. Melissa?
Mine was kind of different because Damian got injured the first year of the preseason, and they kept him on for 2.5 years, which thankfully, because they won the Super Bowl the second year, so he got to experience that, and he was still under doctor's care because that injury was really severe. So, the year after the Super Bowl, then he was released. So, I was glad because I didn't want him to go back out there. I gave him my spiel on how I felt about it. His dad told him, but at the end of the day, it was still his decision to, pursue it. But he finally realized, okay, Mom, waking up with a headache wasn't good, a good feeling every morning until, he really got back to himself. And then he decided, you know what, I'm done. He had teams calling, but he was like, nah, I think I'm just going to pass. I'm going to give it up. So.
Brandee?
We had Jalen was picked up after the 2019 draft by the Dallas Cowboys. They kept him through preseason. The agent said that everybody loves him. Jalen was having issues with the receivers coach, who's not even there at the time. And for whatever reason, this guy just did not like Jalen to the point of he talked with the team psychologist, y'all. So let me tell you how mad I was over this man who was making my son feel like he didn't know. What am I doing wrong? I'm trying everything. So I know it was bad for him to seek that help out, right? Happy the help's there. Yeah. But mad that he felt the need to do that when no one else was giving him a hard time on the team. Anyway, he did, and they ended up, we thought they were going to keep him. They ended up cutting him the day after the last preseason game. And, you know, according to his agent and from what Jalen tells us, I feel like it was fully because they left it up to that receivers coach and asked his opinion, and he didn't like him and said, let him go. So it was difficult for us because it was our introduction into the league. So you think, you know, Jalen has always had the mindset of, I know I'm going to play in the NFL, and he still has that mindset. Like, I know I can play. I know what it takes. And even now, and being, you know, coming back from injuries, like, so many people have had it. I feel good. And you probably all have this experience with your husband or your son that they just know I'm an athlete and I can do this and I will go do this, especially if it's something that they can come back from. But anyway, I say that to say we never turned in the Cowboys playbook. Here's another secret. It's on top of my in my library up on the top shelf. I said I'm gonna hang on to it someday. It might be worth something. I'm just saying, he had to give. They never asked. And
Oh my God!
Melissa, look at Brandee. Look at Brandee.
I have a binder. This
Look at
Brandee playbook.
She's telling the truth. She is because my son was at the Cowboys too, Brandee, and the receiver coach. I know what you're talking about, so I can concur.
We can probably talk about this man's name.
Yeah.
I won't say it here, but let me tell you who was one of the first ones to text him and, oh, congratulations! I knew you could do it when he scored his very first touchdown with Justin Herbert with the receivers. Who texted him? This man.
You see?
Oh, but I thought he couldn't do it, and he couldn't do anything right.
Erica, I see you bringing that.
Yeah.
Somebody need to be in the middle of this little story right here. That's Brandee.
So yeah, we never really. I went through the anguish of, wow, he got cut. Is this it? Don't know. You know, he's an undrafted player. Like all those things. You know, yes, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. And I told him too, like, we pray about this. I know that God has a plan, you know, all the things,
Right.
But it was nerve wracking because it's just us, our first experience. We didn't know what to think, but yeah, they asked him to bring his tablet. They didn't bring no playbook. I still got a playbook. So.
Lord, we all got the devil.
Kelly.
What are y'all laughing at?
The comment in the
Oh, we have
you better stop it, Kelly. We have
Tell her to stay out the.
I probably
I
don't
shouldn't have
need
said
no-
that. I probably shouldn't have put that out there, but I do have a
Brandee.
Just saying.
See,
Brandee.
you know what? My son was undrafted too, you know, but yeah, yeah. And I think Kelly, if I'm not mistaken, no, she cheered for the Panthers. Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong. I was trying to get Kelly on to bring her side from the cheerleading side.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Brandee.
She got the playbook too.
I got it.
I got the playbook. No.
Go with it.
Melissa, get them some spray. They need some spray.
Gary Jones is watching this. You gotta. Gary Jones is watching
Hey,
this.
there'll be a knock at my door in a little bit. Like, what did you say you have at your house?
That's their property. They're gonna send the feds.
And then guess what? You're on the news for the wrong reason.
Right.
It would not be Jalen Guyton. It won't be Brandee. I mean, it would be Jalen Mom.
Yeah.
We don't have a name, y'all.
You heard it first on It Had to Happen with Brandee.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalen's mom.
Hey, but let's get this
they
correct.
kept the playbook and
It's
she
not
still
my
got it.
fault. He didn't take it back, and we were like, well, Jalen, you didn't take the binder. And he was like, yeah, I'm sure they'll let me know. Day after day after day. Now, year after
Brandee.
year, ain't nobody said
Did y'all play them that year?
If you want your playbook, I got it. But it's
Brandee, did y'all play them that year?
They play in 2 weeks.
We play them
No, I'm
year.
talking. Was
We
it
play them
this?
every year.
Oh, Brandee got the playbook. She got the inside intel. Brandee.
Dr. B said the Cowgirls playbook is useless. Yes, I cheer for the Panthers. We gonna just hold your horses to
I
your
ain't saying nothing. But that Brandee,
Pamela James ain't seen Jack.
I ain't saying nothing. But that Brandee,
overtime.
Jalen's mom, Jerry Jones, you better quit playing with Jerry. You weren't supposed to tell nobody.
Brandee, you know that's America's team now.
I know.
Girl, you finna have somebody burn down your house.
Man, oh my gosh. Please don't say that the Cowboys are America's team. Please.
You know it is.
No.
You better Google. I know you got Google.
No.
And number 2 is the Patriots. You better quit playing.
Man, I don't know if there's only one other team in the NFL that I hate more than the Cowboys and the Patriots.
Who
is that?
And it's the Chiefs.
Oh, let me tell you something. I was talking to Sissy last night. I told Sissy I had to turn off the game because I don't know who was the player out there last night. Was it Taylor Swift or was it the players?
Was it Travis or Taylor?
No. The young lady Taylor Swift, who's dating a young man on the team. Kelsey. They show more of her.
She got $750 million more than I do. So I ain't got nothing to say about her. I ain't got nothing to say about her besides she looked dirty.
She's not even attractive, y'all. She's not even cute.
You better behave yourself on this show.
Now, you don't have people coming to our house now.
They might come to my house before Jerry, because Taylor.
Listen,
yeah, they're coming for you, not me.
I still live on Superior, y'all. I live in Youngstown.
She took the heat off me, baby. She took the heat right off. Go get her.
I sure did. I'm gonna have hate mail. Well, I said I wanted something to do when I'm bored, so I guess I'll be writing Taylor's friends.
Well, let me tell you something, ladies. I am so honored to show these what I have here today that the birthday girl has truly, truly blessed me with. She know the things I like, and there's never a time where she don't come through for you, girl. I don't know why she don't support her promote her business more. But Brandee, Melissa, and even you, Mr. Epting, you have to get these for your wife. Not these, because I don't want anybody with the ones I have. But these are my Crocs.
Oh, wow.
I love them.
Aren't they beautiful? And
Louis.
Oh, they blinged out.
Blinged out Crocs. Yeah, baby.
I walk with my Psalms 91. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Yeah.
Okay, Sissy, pull out the Texans so we can show the shoes.
No, could you give me some UM shoes?
All right.
Nice.
Yes. Support at 10K Creations. Come on, Sissy.
I like them.
All about it.
I love them.
We should have had the little memo at the bottom.
Yes.
It's 10kcreations@gmail.com. You can follow me on TikTok, same thing, 10K Creations, IG 10K Creations, and creation is with a Z at the end. Yeah, I'm not a social media person, but I do.
Girl, you better get on that social media. Them is popping.
Wait, y'all see the praying hands? Hold on. Y'all see the praying hands on there?
Yep.
And the blessed. Hold on. And then
you didn't say where the bifocals. I can't see.
Wait, hold on. Camera. That's the LB. It says Bella because I'm 3 times a Bella. And here we go. Psalms 91 with the praying hands and it cross and it says blessed. Y'all got to listen, follow. I'm telling you.
I love them.
I want to help you. I want to help you with your social media, Sissy San.
Brandee go wear them to her.
Hopefully she'll get on there and pay attention to it.
Hello.
You don't be paying attention.
No.
I'm not a social media person.
You
losing too many dollars.
Exactly.
We trying to get you to 750, the million like Taylor.
Look at nephew.
Denzel put it on there.
Right.
Thank you.
That's right. Support your mom.
Help your mom out, Denzel. Help her out.
Yes. See, that's where it was supposed to be, right there in that official corner.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, Sissy, no, you really need to start getting that out there. Not only do she have the amazing shoes, she also is a event planner. The course she does is amazing. I don't think she put herself out there enough. Whose phone is that?
Why it sound like somebody got a radio going?
I know. Whose phone is that?
That's the devil.
That's the Jerry Jones segment of the
They
show.
scrambling.
I told you. See, it wasn't even a Taylor Swift.
Brandy did it. Brandy brought him in. We rebuke that in the name of Jesus. What is that?
Brandee that made us all hot.
Ooh. Wait, y'all, hold on. No, Sissy Melissa went in twice, right?
No, it was Brandy. It was Brandy.
Jerry Jones, he got that plug.
Yeah.
It was Brandy.
Why you ain't tell her not to tell that secret?
I didn't even know she had
See,
that.
they ain't worried about this. The Swifties ain't caring about me. They finna get her.
Oh, you just
They
wait.
watching for show. Ain't no
You just
privacy.
wait.
Somebody
Melissa,
said,
they coming for you.
Somebody said the fans watching.
They ain't coming for me. I like
I'm
police.
back.
Taylor Swift gonna send her goons for you.
Hey, Brandy,
I'm down with the police. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Brandy don't
I'm
want the
finna
fans
tell on
on the show.
Brandy. Brandee, what's your address? Give me your number, girl.
I'll give you. I'll send you my number private.
She said this needs my girl from another
Jerry,
needs to be a week.
you finna have Jerry.
You guys are hilarious. This is a weekly thing, y'all. So every Monday at 6 p.m. Oh,
We ain't invited to the stadium because of Brandee. Just know, none of us is invited to the couch.
Yeah, come on.
Guilty by association.
Let's go to LA together. It's fun, gals.
No, I'm talking about we ain't allowed to Dallas no more because of Brandee.
Oh, you can come. I've been in the stadium. It's all good. It's all
Not
good.
after you release your information.
Well, it's all good because Jalen plays for the Chargers and not the Cowboys.
Right.
No, but I'm talking about when you go to visiting team, we got 86 because of Brandee. Yeah. Who is that Val? Yeah, you better tell them not after today, Brandee. Jerry Jones, I don't know Brandee. I just met her today. And I ain't finna.
State's
She
evidence.
tried to invite me, but I told her no, I got the spray.
State's evidence is
I'm
what
gonna try
it
to
is.
talk her into getting that playbook too.
I need the spray.
I am literally hot over here, y'all. We
Yes.
overtime. We 15 minutes overtime, y'all. Meet us back here next week at 6 p.m. But let me give you guys a quick rundown really quick. Y'all funny. Oh, but I'm hot.
If I get death threats, I ain't coming back next week. Between the Swifties and the Joneses,
50s and the Jones. Yeah, we
I
might
ain't
not
got-
be back.
see,
These two on the
it's
corner, we
Brandee
might
fault.
be done.
Well,
We ain't coming back next week.
you'll be back. Listen, on tomorrow, we have our prayer broadcast, Girls Talk with Dr. B. Meet us back here tomorrow, if you can, at 5:30 p.m. The show has been doing really amazing, and God has really, really been moving on that broadcast, as well as, let me tell you something, I don't know. I was saying to myself, I don't know what God is doing, but it's like the people he's sending to IH2H, they did some really hard time, like some really, I call them beds, which is a lot of time in prison, but they're doing amazing things out here. I'm talking about amazing. This young man here that will be here on Wednesday, he did 17 years, but I think don't quote me, I think he was facing 84.
Oh, wow.
But he has his own school, him and his wife, a hair school. He said he went from prison to principal, guys.
Wow.
If you can meet me back here on Wednesday, it may cut off some of us out, but he'll be here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mr. Willers, they call him Life, but he's doing amazing. And then, y'all, on Thursday, a 13-year-old here in Georgia, he's already graduated from high school.
Wow.
Nice.
He has his own Farm. Look at him, y'all. He's so cute. Mr. Milan will be here with us on
Is he?
So
Thursday.
cute.
He's 13 years old. He's graduated. He has his hydroponic farm. He's a hydroponic farmer. And I'm telling you, he's doing so. I'm talking about, we wouldn't even know he was 13 years old. But when just to hear 13 graduated,
Wow.
oh my God. So he can't, he can't work right now because he's only 13. So he is raising funds because they had a unfortunate situation where the landlord basically evicted them. So they're displaced right now. However, he's still continuing to do his thing. So he will be here with us on Thursday. If you can support him and come back at 6 p.m., that would be greatly appreciated. But ladies, I want to give you the opportunity to leave our guests with anything. Melissa, we're gonna put you last because that you wanted to
got me in trouble. Good.
anything that you want to leave with our guests on tonight. Let's go. Starting with you, Sissy Melissa Berry. Oh, y'all, I'm hot.
I was in the truck. So God bless you all. Love y'all. Enjoyed the show. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Epting.
Yes.
Sister Melissa, see you next week, girl.
Get out of here.
Sissy said, love you. I'm looking for my shoes.
I got you,
Talk to
Sissy.
you
I
when we
got you.
get off the broadcast. Sissy Brandee, thank you. I love it. Girl. I can ride with you any day. Let me know.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Sissy, Erica, love you. Love you, ladies. God bless you, Mr. Epting. God bless you all.
All right. Come on, Sissy said.
First, let me say thank you for the birthday wishes and the anniversary wishes. I really appreciate it. It was a surprise. We had to pop into the show. And what I would say to upcoming athletes, stay focused, stay motivated, and just because you don't think you're being noticed, you are being noticed. And what God has for you, it's for you. Just stay focused.
Yes. Amen. Sissy Melissa.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you for having me back. I went through a rough 6 months, probably a even rougher last 2.5 years. I'm coming back. Mental health, physical health is the most important thing for me. I'm just happy to be amongst peers. I lost my grandmother and my father within 7 days of each other, and I was their caretaker. So it's relieving for me to talk to people and just to be able to get up here and inspire or make somebody laugh. That's something that I haven't done often in a long while. I enjoy each and every one of you, even though Brandee gonna have me in trouble because of my mouth. I'm gonna have to work on that. But if anybody that's watching on this channel, I'm an open door. I try to do my best every day to inspire or just give some type of input, good, bad, or ugly. I believe all of us have a gift and a story. And to the future athletes, all of the BBM moms know, which is Kentucky, that I'm always an open door. I'm a phone call away. I'm easily accessible. I do my best. So thank you for having me again. Nice to meet you, ladies. You ladies are incredible and beautiful. And Brandee, get back to Facebook.
Come on, Brandee.
I would just like to say, yes, thank you for having me on. It has been a blast. Amazing to meet all of you. I look forward to this. I needed this laugh and this talk tonight because it was a rough day at school today. Wow. But I would, as far as just giving out encouragement to athletes or moms, just for moms, and all of us know this, just like somebody said earlier, you just have to remain positive and you have to remain in their corner and just be there for them no matter what. Always, and of course, all of you, I'm sure, are always praying over them and their team and even both teams for that matter, that take on, that step on that field. So just continue. If you're a football mom, continue to support your son and pray for all of them. If you're not a football mom, just continue to support us and try to support our young men and those husbands and boyfriends and whatever they are out there. It's their job and they're giving it their all every single day, whether you want to believe it or not. They are, because we have walked it with our child, or with some of you with your husbands. So just watch what you say. I mean, please just be encouraging. It doesn't matter if it's football or, somebody at work. It's always better to be an encouragement than to put somebody down and tell them what they're not doing right. So I just like to throw that out there.
All right. Y'all can see how everybody just settling down now, right? All right, Mr. Epting.
Yo, as the only testosterone member of this particular broadcast, I hope this is not the last time.
Right.
I hope this is the first of many. You ladies have been, spirits test the spirit.
Yeah.
And this has been such a therapeutic meeting, if you will. And for everybody out there, moms, football dads, athletes, players, all alike, the Lord speaks to me in quotes, and he gave me a good one, and it's my favorite one. And it kind of goes like this: do not worry about being uncomfortable. You have to be able to be comfortable with the uncomfortable while we thrive in the unfamiliar.
Come on.
So don't worry about it. Hashtag manifestation loading. I was very nervous before I came on the show. I told my wife, I'm nervous, babe. She's like, just do what you do. And I hope that me being here met the criteria or met the standard of what Erica has set.
Yes. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here on tonight, sharing your stories with the many viewers that we have. I would just say, never let anyone write your story, per hashtag Alan Hearns. And then another thing I will also say, it does not matter where you start. It matters how you finish. So at the end of the day, keep putting your best foot forward. And again, you see, we have mothers like ourselves. We get together, we pray together, we lift one another. And that's what it's all about, us sharing our journeys with you all, opening ourselves up, because sometimes you may have some that come in with the bad comments, but that's okay. We keep putting our best foot forward in front of the camera. But we can't promise you that if you were to see us in the stadium. I just had to throw that out there.
Brandee.
Hey, I'm good at so far, so good.
All right, ladies. So we do not like leaving this broadcast without sending some virtual love. So let's go ahead and send out some. Kwanzaa said it, y'all. She said, listen, virtual hugs and some virtual love. Because, guys, we love you here at It Has Happened. And this is through the eyes of the NFL moms, which is mothers of motivated sons. And we were shaking back on tonight. So how did we do, Mr. Epting? Did we shake you back?
Yeah, we shook back because it had to happen. Get it? You get that? You understand? One other thing, ladies. Brandee she's the administrator for an Instagram page called Moms of the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice. Please go out there and follow her. She's got a lot of great content out there, and she is straight encouraging people of any walk. Moms
It's very new, and I'm still kind of trying to navigate that. But yeah, go follow me, and I would love to repost some things that you guys have. So if you're following me, I can do that. Just motivational and, obviously football related. But yeah, I would love for you to follow me and put that out there. Thank you.
Well, we're going to be praying that blows up, Brandee. We're going to be praying that
just don't put the part about the book on there.
Hashtag Gary Jones and it's gonna blow up.
That part is not on there.
Not yet.
Listen, you know how when the players have an injury on the field and then they take the camera off, they don't show. They say it's too gruesome to show. Somebody get this footage from somewhere, and you will always see the injury on the internet. So trust me, Brandee. If you're safe, I don't know if somebody may clip this. You know.
I'm gonna drive it back over there tomorrow. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna call in sick to work and take the playbook. Okay, I'm returning it. I'm taking it there.
Took a bath. I didn't mean he took a bath.
Just tell him to come on his helicopter and pick it up. How about
right?
that?
I think you should actually ask him how much is it worth to you.
You know what?
Exactly.
I'm not doing no extortion.
It ain't extortion.
Look, I'll put my hat down.
See, I ain't did none of it. I do not condone behavior with this guy right here. Even Brandee.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
This was so fun, guys. I cannot wait for next week. God's willing, we'll be back here 6 p.m. to not miss us.
Add some extra dysfunction. we need some more. To all my friends that are NFL moms right now on my Facebook or wherever, come on, join Brandee. Brandee has the playbook. It's exciting. We're gonna get all the smoke.
It's exciting.
What they gonna do? They gonna keep Jalen on the sideline when they play on Jalen.
Right.
Jalen ain't getting no play time. You
Kellen
just blew
Moore
it.
is
Jalen's
there
gonna
now
call
with
you.
Jalen. Kellen Moore is with Jalen.
My girl say return it with revisions in red ink.
Wow.
I ain't say none of that.
I'm with you, sissy Melissa.
I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't saying nothing.
Brandee.
Oh my gosh. Thank you all for tuning in with us. If this podcast has blessed you, please do share it. If you like the book where it had to happen, you can go to my website at www.ericawilson.com. I love to have you guys. Oh, this has been some fun, y'all. My
Tell
cheeks.
your wife you incriminated yourself today on the show.
Actually, the fifth.
No, yeah.
Wait.
I told my wife.
Denzel said, wait.
You don't miss it.
Denzel missed the whole show today.
Denzel should be on the show because Brandee and her counterpart.
He's asking if you have on a Raiders hat.
I'm going back to being
Denzel is asking Mom, do you have on a Raiders hat? And she does.
Mom, you got on. Is you mixing?
Oh, he said that. He said, "Mom, you got on a Raiders hat." I just
you mixing labels.
The new one. It's
He said, I just woke up.
That's Paula's on.
Thank you, Milan. Huh? Yes, you got to answer that question.
That's right, Denzel. You better tell your mom. That's what I'm talking about. Trying to reprimand that. Mom, you tripping.
It's all.
Good job, son.
Now he should know that once a Raider, always a Raider.
You need to go back to sleep. Leave her alone.
Nah, good waking up, Denzel. Good waking up.
Your head.
It ain't never too late to get in the game. You down there. Tell your wife you incriminated yourself today. Tonight.
Oh, God, this is funny. Y'all. Oh, sis.
What? You did?
On your birthday, your son got you.
I know, right?
Wait, he went, Mom. Wait, Mom, you got on the Raiders hat. I just woke up. He coming again. Yeah, Raider, but
always the Raider, but they moved on. Yeah.
Denzel, please let me say this. Denzel, I'm an OG, man. Look, I lived in town when I first grew up. In the first part of my life, I've been a Raider fan ever since I could walk. When I tell you that the Raiders are a narcotic that gets us high and gets us low, that is what they are. But
What you say when you was in the black hole?
I said
You got a contact high. That's what you said in the black hole. You got a contact high.
So Denzel, man, look, I appreciated your time with Vegas at / Oakland. But yeah, they moved on, and I'm glad that you are in a situation that you're in. So shout out to you, brother.
Well,
And
I guess
I said that. I said, oh God, do I put Raiders? Do I put Chargers?
hold on.
I just should have stayed neutral.
I need to follow your son, man. Denzel, are you on Twitter? I need to follow you on Twitter, for real. I need to follow you on Twitter, man.
Thank you, OG. He said, thank Denzel. They was talking about, Brandee almost got 86-32. Denzel.
Don't talk about what Brandee said.
Brandee, that blonde is having all the fun. While she was trying
He's gonna get 86-32 for all the wrong reasons. She got property.
Right.
Property of.
I'm about to go follow you right now, Denzel. Right now.
Ooh, y'all got me laughing over here. Brandee,
oh my God.
I hope you enjoyed us for your first time.
Brandee coming back because she got some more stories. Her story ain't done.
Oh my God.
Brandee's story ain't done.
Sprinkle a few more around the next couple of times.
Oh, goodness.
Just followed you, D. Just followed you, brother. Hit me back.
Mr. Epting, you ain't tell us Brandee was so funny. You ain't tell me that.
That way we get. Hey, you know what? We just found out together.
See, you ain't even know who you was running with. Guilty by association. You ain't even know who you was running with. That's what they teach y'all in the black hole.
You gotta know better about who you're running with.
Tell them, Brandee, you better school them.
Somebody else read that.
Don't get 86.
He's gonna be on the NFL ticket.
The next real moms of the Shield. Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Oh, you inviting us?
Yes,
that's what you said.
Yes. Y'all can come on.
Oh, so we went from this show to that show.
Yes.
Because I knew it was meant for me to come tonight. We're gonna be on all the shows. Anybody else got a show?
Yes.
You want us on your show too? Because we ain't come.
Here.
Yeah.
See, that's how you promote.
You already
like them shows, that's how you supposed to be. You supposed to be inviting yourself to everybody's stuff.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. I hear you, sissy.
What you said today on the phone, sis Melissa. You said that somebody asked us to fly up to LA.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. Is everybody on here saved?
Yes.
I'm saved on Sundays and Wednesdays and almost every day. But it's still I'm practicing to get my way. But it was an opportunity. Some ex-NBA players got a show. It's called Bar something.
We ain't gonna tell it on here yet. We ain't gonna tell.
Okay. But we was invited to be flued out as a platform.
I'm available
to Nevada, to the black hole.
I'm available.
Me too. I said flight. Oh,
I'm available.
You said, what's the name of the other show? What's the name of your show, Mr. Willie?
I just put it in.
The Moms of the Shield. It's the other show. Oh, the Real Moms of the Shield. It's Mr. Epting show. And Denzel says, "Happy birthday, Sugarfoot."
Oh,
thank you, Sugarfoot.
Wait, wasn't Denzel with the Chargers?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he probably knows Jalen. Do you know Jalen, Denzel? Don't come if you don't like him. I mean, if you don't like him, I think you probably will because he's my son, but you know.
Not the mother secretly beefing. I'm just gonna let you know right now. You better not say nothing about
flued out. He say don't use the word flued out. That's no bueno. All right.
Why can't I say flued out? I was in Miami for about You know what? That's another time.
Wait, Melissa, you about to get 86.
Yeah, off the show. I finna be getting cussed out from the sun. Let me.
Oh,
Brandee.
look at that. Look
My
at
dog,
that.
baby.
Jay Guyton is my
Yeah,
dog.
Jay.
See?
He's doing great. He
Look
is
at this.
ready. He's ready to go. He's been ready to go. Yeah, he's ready. He'll be back out when they play the Cowboys in 2 weeks. So
This has been so fun.
good to talk to you, Denzel. I thought you were with the Chargers. I keep up with all those guys. I love it. Love you. Hope you do great. I'll be watching you on the Texans.
All right. So, Brandee, you don't have to go to the Cowboy Stadium, right?
What?
No, Jerry always plays the Chargers in
to return some stuff.
in Cali. You know,
Okay.
I feel like Jerry is he want to go to Cali
You know
to
what?
be with the stars.
You know why he wants to go to Cali.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, you be quiet over there in the black hole. You got a problem with them. You be quiet over there in the black hole just because you got a problem with them.
Tell him to ball out, and I love you too, Mrs.
I love
Miss
you.
G.
Yes, I will. You too, buddy. You too. No, they always play the Chargers. They play them in LA. They don't play them at home, but anyway, yeah. I'm not going because it's a Monday night game and it's his first week back because, you know, I don't really know how they're going to use him yet. They drafted a receiver in the first round and they took another one. And then Mike Dub just got hurt, but then they picked up another one. So, you know, you just never know how they're going to use him. So I'm just kind of waiting on that. But anyway, so I really would like to go because Cowboys just bring the crowd and it's just a whole different, you know, energy. I wish they would have kept Jalen. They didn't. We love it at the Chargers. I love that he's there. I feel like all the moms have said this, like every move has been a time for growth and it's just, you know, that's the way God works and I love it. So yeah, he's happy to
that part.
Yep,
Just
that
continue
part.
to
Just
get
keep getting paid. He's happy
Yeah.
he's happy to be playing, you know. I mean, we could be a lot worse off. So yeah, I'm just happy about it. But
we're gonna touch and agree that they're gonna use him mightily.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
Got drafted. We don't care who got, but we're gonna we all of us touching and agreeing that God will use him mightily. He's showing favor. So that's it. But Denzel said it best: just get paid.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But look how God works. Like all of this is coming together because when me and Mr. Epting, we've been talked about this a while ago, but we all know that it's all on God's timing.
Long time ago.
But I mean, you ladies and Mr. Epting, I think you're in the black hole. That's what you were talking about.
The black hole.
Oh gosh, you all was amazing. You all added so much value to this show. Even with sharing your stories and what it is that you went through, what our kids go through. And then Brandee, one of the things you said too is when you said one of the times Jalen was, I think he got hurt or something, and he was able to go and speak to a therapist. That's one of the things we're going to talk about on the next show because that's something that I feel our guys should have access to and really utilize it. And I'm actually going to bring on a therapist with us on next week.
I love that.
Yeah. So Denzel said one more thing, y'all. The next move can only be the best move. That's right.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Yeah.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Sissy, go ahead and enjoy your birthday and your anniversary. And we praying for each and every one of you to have such an amazing rest of your week. As you all know, so much is happening here. And we talked about the injuries, and there's even injuries we had on last week's show. A little baby, sister, you was telling us about high school kid. Broken, you know, so let's just keep all of our kids, all of us in prayer. Let's pray for one another. Ladies, I love you. Gentlemen, I love you. Have an amazing time. Viewers, you guys rock because we cannot do this without each and every one of you. Until next time, y'all send the people out with a cute kiss. Next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Erica's empowering empire. 88 blessings soar movement. It had to happen, and a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson, following our social media.